Hi, I'm Anna Maria.
Mike Fire.
Both of us from Lund University, studying migration conversations on social media. To analyze the migration conversations on social media, we gathered millions of data points from three primary platforms: YouTube, Reddit, and Twitter, gathering conversations emerging from politicians, media houses, CSOs, international organizations, social media influencers, and regular citizens.
So in this network, we see the content that is generated in the migration conversations. You see colors, these are different languages, and individual users from these language groups. And the shape shows the position of the individual with regard to migration. What you see is that language groups exist. So users communicate primarily with other users within the same language, and you see that negative views dominate. Those are the squares, while round shapes indicate those with positive views. This network looks completely different when we look at users that are communicating across their own language group. So these are users communicating in English, although English is not their primary language. And here you see two very separated clusters of users formed around shared views on migration, where those with negative views on migration hardly communicate with those that have positive views on migration. When we map the content that is discussed, we see that two lenses dominate through which migration is discussed. The first one is the so-called globalist that has a very humanistic approach towards migration and is generally pro-migration. On the other side, we have the nation statist, someone who is very focused on legal aspects and is critical towards migration.
In conclusion, we can understand that the migration conversation on social media is driven by a variety of actors, and that these actors engage in transnational conversations. In this particular setting, we discovered two different clusters that are disconnected, those that support and those that are critical of migration, which is a sign of polarization. Also, when looking at the content, the topics of the conversations, we also discuss two major types, globalists and nation statists, who are holding positions at odds with each other, which is yet another sign of polarization. We thus conclude that migration discussions on social media tend to be highly polarized.